It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. The internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. The intersection of law, politics, and technology is going to force a lot of good thinking. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. The advance of technology is based on making it fit in, so that you don't really even notice it, so it's part of everyday life. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Software is a great combination between artistry and engineering. Everyone needs a coach. It doesn't matter whether you're a basketball player, a tennis player, a gymnast, or a bridge player. Nuclear energy, in terms of an overall safety record, is better than other energy. Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. Money has no utility to me beyond a certain point. The future of advertising is the internet. Drones overall will be more impactful than I think people recognize, in positive ways to help society. Treatment without prevention is simply unsustainable. I think it makes sense to believe in God, but exactly what decision in your life you make differently because of it, I don't know. I never took a day off in my 20s. Not one. And I'm still fanatical, but now I'm a little less fanatical. Microsoft is not about greed. It's about innovation and fairness. Digital technology has several features that can make it much easier for teachers to pay special attention to all their students. I don't think there's anything unique about human intelligence. Exposure from a young age to the realities of the world is a super big thing. There are people who don't like capitalism and people who don't like PCs. But there's no one who likes the PC who doesn't like Microsoft. Until we're educating every kid in a fantastic way, until every inner city is cleaned up, there is no shortage of things to do. I have been struck again and again by how important measurement is to improving the human condition. Headlines, in a way, are what mislead you because bad news is a headline and gradual improvement is not. If your culture doesn't like geeks, you are in real trouble. This social networking thing takes you to crazy places. The belief that the world is getting worse, that we can't solve extreme poverty and disease, isn't just mistaken, it is harmful. By improving health, empowering women, population growth comes down. In this business, by the time you realize you're in trouble, it's too late to save yourself. Unless you're running scared all the time, you're gone. I don't think culture is something you can describe. Whether it's Google or Apple, or free software, we've got some fantastic competitors, and it keeps us on our toes. When the PC was launched, people knew it was important. It's hard to improve public education, that's clear. It's possible, you can never know, that the universe exists only for me. If so, it's sure going well for me, I must admit. I've always been interested in science. One of my favorite books is James Watson's Molecular Biology of the Gene. Teaching's hard. You need different skills. Causative reinforcement, keeping students from getting bored, commanding their attention in a certain way. Rich countries can afford to overpay for things. I think that society has to be careful not to shift all of its resources to the elderly versus the young. We have to find a way to make the aspects of capitalism that serve wealthier people serve poor people as well. I am results-oriented. The best teacher is very interactive. Connectivity enables transparency for better government, education, and health. My mom and my dad were both very sociable, meeting lots of interesting people. Google's done a super good job on search. Apple's done a great job on the iPod. I didn't choose to wear a watch. Now I have a spot watch, which I wear all the time. Well-spent aid money is saving lives, for a few $1,000s per life saved. Driving up the value of the advertising is a big commitment for Microsoft. Most poor people live in the poorest countries. The AIDS is a disease that is hard to talk about. Globalization has made copper and other minerals more valuable, and Ghana and Kenya have recently discovered mineral resources. The world has been very careful to pick very few diseases for eradication because it is very tough. Polio's pretty special because once you get an eradication, you no longer have to spend money on it. It's just there as a gift for the rest of time. India is more of an aid recipient than a provider of aid. Eventually, all companies are replaced. The general idea of the rich helping the poor, I think, is important. Energy innovation is not a nationalistic game. The most impactful dollars that Australia can spend are actually what goes to help the poorest. Expectations are a form of first-class truth. If people believe it, it's true. In low-income countries, getting to a health post is hard. It's very expensive. I can understand wanting to have millions of dollars. There's a certain freedom, meaningful freedom, that comes with that. For Africa to move forward, you've really got to get rid of malaria. In almost every job now, people use software and work with information to enable their organization to operate more effectively. We are not even close to finishing the basic dream of what the PC can be. Corruption is one of the most common reasons I hear in views that criticize aid. The world is not flat, and PCs are not, in the hierarchy of human needs, in the first 5 rungs. Philanthropy should be voluntary. People are using Windows PCs more than they watch TV now. Our teachers deserve better feedback. Unfortunately, the highly curious student is a small percentage of the kids. Being flooded with information doesn't mean we have the right information or that we're in touch with the right people.